Hello and welcome to Social Chats. This is episode number 23 that Catherine and I have put together. So what is Social Chats? Well, it is a show where we go out every week and we look for businesses that are either killing it online with their social media, the technology, or it's businesses that help other people start their business. And that can be with your marketing, it can be with your growth strategy, your website. It doesn't matter. We look for people that are helping other people be successful. And then we ask them if they'd like to be on Social Chats so they can share their journey or their techniques with you, the small business person. If you think that your business would be a really good fit for our show, we would love to hear from you. And on the same token, if you think you would like to learn how to do social chats or your own social streaming live right here on Facebook, you can ask Catherine and I, because we help businesses every day become more successful marketing online. Now, today we have a really special guest going to join us. In fact, Nicole Clark has been a friend of mine for a long, long time. And I have watched her journey as she has helped hundreds of people all across Canada start their business. So if you're a new entrepreneur or you're actually working for someone else and thinking maybe you'd like to start your own business, well, this is the show for you. So sit back, take notes, and don't forget that you can actually ask Nicole your questions directly here on the Facebook live stream. Now, most of our viewers watch the show after it's finished in the comfort of their own home when they're not busy at work. So Nicole has a company that she has started called KISStrategies for Business. Keep it simple, strategies for businesses. And that's all what we're looking for, right? We're all busy people looking to become more successful. And I think Nicole has hit the nail right on when she starts at the core of your business and looking back at how you can. Without further ado, I would like to introduce everyone to our guest today here on Social Chat. Welcome to the show, Nicole. Great to see you.
Great to see you, Heather. Yeah, we've been friends a long time. In fact, I have a lot of stories I could share about you.
We won't do that on the show.
Oh, all right.
Now, Nicole, you have been in business as a businesswoman for many, many years, and you have started a new business a few years back now where you're taking business people that want to start their own business and helping them to grow their business. So I think I'd love if you could just talk to everyone a little bit about your company, who you are, and then we'll get into the meat and potatoes of what the show is going to be about today. So go ahead, Nikki.
Sounds great. So I have been a businesswoman now for 35 years. And during that time, I've helped hundreds of entrepreneurs, real estate agents, small business owners, mortgage brokers, all sorts of people to launch and grow their business. And it is so fun. It is so fun to drive down a street and walk into a business and know that I've helped them become who they are today. It's just the best feeling ever.
Mm-hmm. Super. So Nicole, when you someone calls you or you meet up with someone and you know why you've started this business, because a lot of businesses actually fail to stay open after less than even a year. And you have a program that you've put together that talks about this. Do you want to lead us with why businesses are not successful?
There's many reasons, and when you back them all up, it comes down to failing to plan. People grow their business too fast, or they don't understand their financial position. They don't have a plan to begin in with. They jump in with both feet and don't know what they don't know. So I, for example, have just watched a friend of mine here in Penticton who started a business back in May of 2016 in a small 500 square foot retail shop. And I said, you need a business plan. I can help you. And she said, well, I haven't got time. I haven't got time, which is always the excuse.
Mm-hmm.
And she moved in December into 3,000 square feet. And she closed the doors and declared bankruptcy in September of this year, a short 9 months later. So I hate watching that happen. And of course, I can't force someone to accept my help or my advice, but I sure could have helped whether they could actually make payroll. And what they really needed to do was let one of their kids go so that they had the cash flow. But they had no idea what cash flow was. As it turned out, they ended up taking out a loan, which I hate that these are available. They're loans where they're paid back by 15 to 20% of daily sales. So if you can imagine getting up every day and knowing that you only have 85 cents of what you sell today to pay the rest of your bills, it's a downward cycle. And so I see my role as coaching people or teaching them, really, how to operate their business in a successful manner.
Wow. And I know exactly what you're talking about. We see a lot of that up here in Whistler. I know back in the days when we were selling real estate, creating a business plan around what you were going to do to be successful as a real estate agent was the first step in getting started.
Absolutely.
So when you talk to businesses about a business plan and you sit down with them, what kind of things are you, I know often people say, let's set some SMART goals. And when I'm teaching at the real estate board and we're teaching SMART goals, we actually take the real estate agents through SMART. What do they really mean? Because we can say it, but unless we understand what that acronym really stands for in our business, it can be confusing. So what is it that you sit down and talk to people about when it comes to creating a business plan?
Well, SMART goals is definitely a piece of it. We actually start with market research. And the first thing is to identify who your ideal client is. So if I'm opening an ice cream shop in Whistler, is my target market everyone in Whistler who eats ice cream? Probably not.
Mm-hmm.
It depends on what kind of ice cream shop I'm opening. Do I have sprinkles and different colors of dips and family-friendly ice cream? Or do I make handmade artisan ice cream and have more of a foodie market? So it's really important to start out knowing who it is that you're trying to reach with your product or service. So then you can really establish what that product or service looks like, how you're pricing it, where your ideal client will be able to find it, how they'll purchase it, how you'll promote it, where are they hanging out? Are they on Facebook or LinkedIn? So much of the whole plan comes down to that one question. So then we do market research and we actually do surveys to send out to who we think our target market is and get their feedback. Would they use this product or service? Have they used it in the past? How much do they expect to pay? How frequently do they purchase? Who are they? Age, income, whatever's pertinent, values, interests, so that we can really nail who that is and create what we call a buyer persona. I have buyer personas. I've got pictures of who I think they look like,
Mm-hmm.
and they're named, and they have a story. And the story is about where they've been and where they want to get to and how I can fit into that picture. So we do all of that.
Mm-hmm.
We also look at the industry and consumer trends to make sure that we're on the right track and we're not in an industry that is going to slow down anytime soon. We want to be in an emerging industry. We do marketing plans and marketing budgets. We get into the human resource piece. We establish operating requirements and plans. What legal things do you have to consider? Are there regulations for your business? You're opening a restaurant. You need to deal with health and safety, food safe, liquor laws, so much in every business. And a lot of people just jump in with both feet and they don't even know
Oh,
what they're missing.
yeah, 100%. I know that for success, you have to have a roadmap. You have to know where you're going, why you're going, how you're going to get there, and who's on your team or part of your tribe,
Right.
for sure. I love the fact that you reach out to the community and ask them to get involved with the decision making of this person. The financial and emotional impact that an unsuccessful business could have on your life is tremendous.
Oh, it's terrible. It's
Mm-hmm.
terrible. It hurts me to watch it happen.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, market research really proves the viability of your idea. Whether you're starting a business or you're adding a new product or service line, it's really important to get that feedback to find out that, yes, indeed, people will pay for that. The other thing we dig into in a lot of detail is the financial piece. And this is where a lot of small business owners really let themselves down because they don't know enough about it. It intimidates them. They just don't understand. So we do full financial forecasting with our clients, including sales forecasts, establishing break-even points, cash flow forecasts. Cash is king, so you better know when it's coming in and when it's going out.
Most definitely. And when people, Nicole, get together with you and they create the business plan, is that not a stronger approach to walking into the bank for help with financing?
In fact, I don't know of a lender or investor, for that matter, that doesn't require a business plan along with the application,
Wow.
including cash flow forecasts for at least 2 years and a complete business plan.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. It's funny, real estate broker days when you had to create a business plan wrapped around how you were going to set your budget as the owner of the real estate
Yeah,
company. You rely upon the real estate agents bringing in X amount of dollars every single year. I wanted to know, how are you going to do that? And
right.
that's where the business plan was really important for myself for creating a budget for the company moving forward.
Absolutely. I
Mm-hmm.
remember sitting down with you and saying, Heather, how many sales will you make next year? Um,
So
yeah.
you actually come from a really good foundation for your KISStrategies for business concept.
Well, I've certainly been practicing what I preach for a long time.
Mm-hmm. Now, Nicole, besides helping single businesspreneurs get their business plan together and up and running, do you also look to work with people that have a business, have been established for years, and then because of the change in society and time, the way things are going today, you've got older businesses that are losing traction and need to actually come back to the drawing board and recreate themselves, so to speak.
Absolutely.
Perfect.
I think one of the biggest things that is holding people back today is the hugely advancing digital marketplace and the whole digital marketing piece of what is now necessary in your business. You know, 80+% of Canadians go online to research a purchase before they make it. But only 40% of small businesses in Canada actually have a website, which is shocking. If you think about the social proof that people are looking for, do my friends and family buy this or use this? They want to know, they want to see reviews, they want to hear what's being said about something before they purchase it. And small business owners, especially those over 40,
Yeah.
in a big way, are totally overwhelmed by this or don't believe that it's necessary. So I spent quite a bit of time on that. I actually just came back from a conference in Vegas called Ungagged, which is a digital marketing conference. And I'm putting together some trainings as a result of that. That'll be available.
Very good. Super. Yeah, I'd really like to read some of that information that you've gathered. True enough, with the balancing your budget for media today, a lot of people still feel really strongly about the print advertising aspect of marketing their business, which is fair, especially in a small town, right?
Yes.
Whether it's Whistler or Penticton, I know that our local newspaper is still doing really well, so you have great exposure. The problem with the print media, using it as your only means for marketing, is you actually don't know if anyone is reading your message. So in today's society, all you have to do is have a birthday today, Nicole. The people that are on social media that don't let you know that they're on there wish you a happy birthday. And that just reminds me time and time again of how important it is to keep your product in front of the consumer's eyeballs.
Oh, totally. It's amazing what information is out there and how you manage it and how you manage your online reputation. One thing I learned at this conference is that Yelp actually is the power behind Apple Maps and Siri search. So you really need to be on Yelp if you want to show up in some of those iPhone searches.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And they have a free business listing, so it's really easy to do, but there's so many things to do. Like, where do you start? So I try and help people walk through some of that path.
Yeah. Catherine and I, when we're doing our social media, the number one resource that we use for businesses is their website. And
Absolutely.
We cannot work with someone that doesn't have a website because, of course, our specialty is in social media, and we want to drive the traffic off of the social media to the website where your products and services are. However, Facebook is really catching on to this, and that's why today they have instant messaging directly from Facebook, which is almost like a customer service, but we're using it for one of the real estate agents who's launching a new condo development in downtown Vancouver. And we are using it in a brand new way that we've never used it before. And it's really exciting. Yeah.
I want to hear about that.
So it's the coolest building actually that's coming. It's pre-sales are starting in December, and it's called the Butterfly, and it's absolutely a gorgeous building in downtown Vancouver.
Nice.
Yeah. So back to this business planning. Catherine said right here, you can see she's got her statement up on the screen. And hi to Penny from the White Dog Studios. Penny's here as well. Great to see you here, Penny and Catherine. But Catherine is really surprised that 40% of people don't have websites. And I'm being facetious because she's not surprised. We definitely see it time and time again because we work with so many businesses. And, you know, they hire us and pay X amount of dollars to have us teach them social media. And, you know, before we even get started, we have to give them the really bad news that they have to have a website. And so now they've got an extra expense coming.
Yes.
Do you work with different organizations where you kind of can create a balanced approach to how much the whole package is going to cost you to open the doors of your business?
I'm working on kind of putting that together for the digital side. But in the work I do with clients, we certainly take a good look at startup costs, marketing budget, equipment needs, premises needs, human resources, employees. Do you need a lawyer to draft up some contracts for you? So many areas of cost when you're starting a business. We also need that if you're looking for a loan. We need to know how much you are able to contribute and what the loan will be used for. In our financial piece, we have a really great spreadsheet that people receive, which is all, it's basically 2 sheets of data entry, and that the formulas in the spreadsheet then auto-calculate for the sales forecast and cash flow forecast and break even. It also includes loan payments so that you can get an idea if you borrow $50,000, what's the loan on that, depending on how many years you're paying it over. So people can really kind of play with the financial piece and determine what it is that will be working for them.
Perfect. Now, I am going to first of all let everyone know that we a few minutes late because we had technical problems. And that's what happens with technology. Things just don't always work out the way they do. So Nicole's gone from using her laptop to using her smartphone to do this live broadcast. How's your arm feeling, Nicole?
Well, I've shifted around a little bit.
No worries. We're almost done, but not quite.
Well,
you know, I wanted to put what Penny put up here. Thank you, Penny, for adding a comment. And Penny says, you know, a lot of people do have websites, but they're not very good. And, you know, the funny thing about that, Penny, is I'm going to jump right to the mobile phone. Okay, 80% of people are using their mobile phone to access information, to use social media, all of these things. And often before I even start an audit on a company, I will just put their website into my smartphone and watch the magic of how I make money. You know, you're right, Penny. People, you know, can I click your phone number and phone you? Because I can't remember it.
right.
We're an instant satisfaction society today. We are very visual. And so we also have to be the marketers of our business today. Penny, thank you for pointing that out because that's really important. How wonderful, how user-friendly is your website when someone's on their mobile phone? Websites are not usually interactive. And so if you're not giving your website a heartbeat, then someone else in your same line of business is going to get importantly. Well, Nicole, if you were to give a very special tip to someone that's thinking of starting a business today, maybe that they're still working for someone, but they have a desire and a passion within their heart to start their own business, what would you like to tell them?
Do your market research first and foremost, to see if it's viable, and then write a complete business plan, whether or not you need a loan or an investment in your business. You need to have a document that sets out what you need to do step by step to launch your business and then continue operating it, and include your SMART goals. And SMART is specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. And specific, using our real estate background, Heather, if my goal is to buy a house, that's not specific enough. Specific is, my goal is to buy a house in Whistler with access to the ski lifts and a short walk into the village for $600,000. 3 bedrooms, basement suite, whatever the details are, that's specific.
Yes, yeah.
So hard to actually get people to do that, be that specific, but I guarantee you, if you are, you will have a much better chance of success at reaching your goals.
Most certainly. Most certainly. Nicole, I know that you're working on something very special that you're excited to be bringing out, sure if it's early January. Besides all of the classes that you teach up in beautiful Penticton, you have something up your sleeve that's about to roll out. Could you tell our viewers what that's all about?
I can. I will be launching a business development program online. Actually hoping to launch it next week. It's 14 modules. It's called Profit Prescription. 14 modules taking you through the whole market research, marketing, who's your ideal client, management, operations, human resources, and the whole financial piece. There's a 62-page workbook and a business plan template, and of course my financial forecasting template, as well as many other resources that are included. We'll have a private Facebook group for people to share questions, aha moments, overwhelm, whatever they're feeling as they go through
it. Support.
And I'll be doing a 1-hour call every week on Mondays at 4:30 for participants to call in and ask me whatever questions they need to ask to keep themselves moving forward. So the program is delivered all at once, so people can work at their own pace and just plow through it and get their business plan going. The plan is in a format that you can take to a lender or an investor, or just show your spouse. You know, here's what I'm up to, honey. It helps to have your spouse support what you're doing.
Oh, it sure does, Nicole. Now, Nicole, if people wanted to reach out to you and find you, I'm going to put all of your website, your social media into the links below, but go ahead and tell everyone right now how they can find you.
I am KISStrategies on Facebook. My website is KISStrategies.ca, and the program website is ProfitRx.ca, and that will be up and running by Monday.
Awesome. Well, you know what we're going to do, Nicole? We're going to add all those links into the chat comment section below, and we will promote this video today that we've done. You know, that's my husband. I told him to stop texting me, so he phoned me.
Oh, there you go.
And I got the mess shut off. It still rang through. Nonetheless, Nicole, we're going to put all this information in the comment section below. We are going to upload this video to our YouTube channel and we will also send it out through promotions. And I have to say, this is probably one of the most important things that a business could do, is to listen to some of the things that you've said, to reach out to you and ask for some support, or profitfx.ca when it starts next month. So thank you very much. Pardon?
ProfitRx.
Yes, profitrx.ca. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay, no worries. Nicole, wait for me on the side, because we are 30 minutes in, and we will also turn this show into a blog. And it will be on our website. We'll embed the video, and we'll give you a copy of it as well if you want to try using it.
I would love that.
Okay.
Thanks for having me.
Oh boy, it's been our pleasure, and we'll have you back again, and we'll do more shows throughout the year, especially when your new project gets off the ground and going. Until then, Nicole, take care, and love to come and see you up in Penticton one day soon.
Love to have you. Thanks,
okay,
Heather.
super. All right. Well, everyone, that was episode number 23 with a good friend of mine, Nicole Clark, with KISStrategies for Business. And once again, if you think you would be of value to be on our show to share your expertise with our viewers, we would love to hear from you. And until next time, as Catherine and I always like to say, let's keep it simple.